Good morning, guys, and welcome to Velvet Hammer Fitness. Well, today I am super excited because the workout we are going to do today is in honor of my friend Sheila, who is one of my favorite people on earth, and she has given birth to one of my favorite people on earth. So I am just absolutely thrilled to honor her today, okay? Now, this workout is going to be more of a beginner workout. So the reason that it is because my friend Sheila is just getting back into exercise, okay? She's going to be doing home workouts just like we do. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't give her something that was going to require her to go out and get a bunch of equipment, and that would be encouraging for her just starting out. So same thing goes for you or your family members who could use a more of a beginner-paced workout. Let them know about our channel, let them know that we offer that, and let them know that this Rise and Shine workout would be a great place to start, okay? So what you're going to need for this workout, if you have them, are some dumbbells for some upper body work, and you'll need a chair or sturdy elevation to sit on and to do a few plank moves on, okay? If you have none of that, you can mime these moves out and just get moving, because our goal today is just to move more than you were if you're just starting out, okay? So when you have that, whatever equipment you need, when you have some water, and when you have your can-do attitude strapped on, because no matter what level you're coming into a workout, you have to always have that strapped on. I will see you back here for your warm-up and Sheila's Rise and Shine workout. All right, guys, let's get Sheila's Rise and Shine workout started with a good warm-up. Okay, we're just going to start with some low-impact reaches and pulls. I want you to flex that foot as you reach and pull. That helps dynamically warm up your hamstrings and get them ready to work. Let's do 2 more here. 1 and 2. All right, now we're going to make a circle with our knees to open up our hips, okay? Those hips ready to work when we do some of these movements, like our rear lunge taps and our chair squats. We want to make sure that our hips are ready to work, that our glutes are ready to work, so that we can protect our backs, okay? Let's do 1 more each side. 1, 1, okay? Now I want you to do a few calf raises. Just get your lower legs and your ankles ready to work. Squeeze at the top. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. Let's warm up some squats. I'm going to be doing a chair squat, or a box squat. So I'm going to lower down to the chair and come back up, okay? So just a regular size chair we'll do here. I'm using my 16-inch box. You could also use a couch. Okay, so you could come over to a couch, get those squats going. Let's do 2 more. That's 1. That's 2. All right. I want you to make some big circles with your arms. I want you to smile because we're rising and shining this morning. All right, let's go backwards. Two more big circles. 1, 2. Now, we're going to take some side steps. So you don't have to go super low here. I do want you to hinge forward at the waist, at the hips. We're still keeping our chest up, but I'm hinging my hips forward, warming up my glutes a little bit. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Excellent. Let's mime out some bicep curls with presses. Okay, you can take a small weight here, or you can just use your own resistance to warm up those muscles. Make sure to keep the core tight, just as though you had heavy weights in your hands. Almost there. Let's do one more after this one. Good job. Now, if you have that same chair or elevation, I want you to hold a plank right there, okay? If you feel like it, you can tuck those knees in and warm up the abs in a different way, okay? So you can absolutely just hold a plank, just like this, or you can bring those knees in. Few more seconds here, and one. Good job. All right, guys, your warm-up is all finished. I want you to take a minute. I want you to get some weights ready for bicep curls, okay? I want you to make sure you drink, and we will get into our full body Tabata pairs in just a second. All right, guys, I hope you're ready for your first Tabata pair. It is going to be rear lunge taps and bicep curls. Now, you can absolutely use your weights for those rear lunge taps, but if you are just beginning a workout program and just getting back into moving again, or just starting to move maybe for the first time, I want you to do this without weights, okay? I'll show you how to do it with both. But you have 10 seconds, and we will start with those rear lunge taps, okay? So if you're doing this just body weight, you're gonna hinge at the hips, tap the toe behind, okay? Here we go. So 20 seconds, tapping that toe. Depending on your flexibility and your leg strength, you could go lower into a rear lunge. That would be totally fine too, okay? But if you're just beginning, just tap that foot back, okay? Keep nice and low. Tap the foot. Good job. All right. Now we're going to pick up those dumbbells for bicep curls. You could do this with resistance bands if you don't have weights. All right, we're keeping our elbows nice and tight. We're releasing at the bottom, but we're keeping tension all the way from top to bottom. Squeeze at the top, slow lower down. Your goal when beginning an exercise program is to do what you can with what you have and to move more than you've been moving, okay? So feel good about that. The only person you're competing against is that person in the mirror, if you're in the mirror by yourself, of course. Okay, rear taps. Tight core, big smile, because why not? 2, 1. Awesome. I know I always tell us, and I tell myself, that the hard things that you do are not on your exercise mat. Those are challenging things that help us with the things we have to tackle during our lives, but absolutely, these are not the hard things you do. The hard things are the tough conversations, the loving difficult people, the getting through a day when things are stressful. So everything you do here with me is going to help you with that. All right, so if you want to keep your weights in your hands, I'll show you where I would hold them for these rear lunge taps, okay? You can totally do this without weights. Here we go. You can just hold them here. You can also hold them up on your shoulders if that's comfy. Keep that core nice and tight. Legs might be burning by now. We're on our 3rd round, so that makes sense. We're ready for another round of bicep curls. So just focus on today, doing whatever modifications you need to, lowering your weights if you need to, and just getting through the movements. If you need to take the weights out altogether, do that and just mime out a bicep curl here. If you need to do a boxer shuffle in place of those rear lunge taps, or if you need to just jog in place or walk in place, do that. Feel good about what you can do today. All right, here's our last round. Rear lunge taps. Tap it. You can feel it right here in your glutes, also in your quads or your thigh muscles. Good job. Awesome. We have one more set of curls, and we'll be done with our first Tabata pair. It's a very efficient way to exercise because you have very little rest between each set, which keeps your heart rate up, and you can get a lot done by alternating 2 moves every 20 seconds. And you just got a couple groups of 4 minutes and your workout is smashed. Good job. Excellent. That is the end of your first Tabata pair. Your next Tabata pair is going to be chair squats. So you're going to go to your chair or your elevation or the couch. You're going to squat down to it. Once your glutes hit, you're going to come up and squeeze, okay? You're going to pair that with vertical chest presses. I'm always getting text messages right in the middle of my videos, but that's okay. All right, so you're going to get vertical chest presses to pair with those chair squats, okay? I'm going to use 10 pounds for the vertical chest presses. If you're a total beginner, use 2.5, use 5, use 7, okay? 8. Because that is not a totally beginner move to do, but it's a good one. All right, so we're going to get our timer set up again for Tabata. You have 10 seconds, and we're going to do those chair squats first, okay? So make sure to keep a nice strong core. Lower those hips. Squeeze at the top, okay? Embarrass the person standing behind you if there is someone, or imagine there's something or someone behind you who you can embarrass by squeezing those glutes together. You can always add a little hop if you want to at the top, but if you're just beginning, I would recommend doing low impact stuff, okay? Or if you're just beginning again, getting back into exercise. All right, your vertical chest press is going to look like this. You're going to take those arms, your palms are going to be facing the ground, and you're going to press forward, okay? That's why we want a really light weight here. You're having to fight gravity, working the chest here, but also the shoulders and the triceps. So getting a lot of upper body burn. Excellent. You can use these same weights and use them for your chair squats. Again, you can always do these on your couch if you're right in your living room. So you can just lower till you get to that seat and push up and squeeze. Doing great. Keep it up. Good job. All right, we're back to our vertical chest presses. You can absolutely sub this out with a weight plate or just a single dumbbell if the 2 dumbbells is a little too heavy or hard to control. Having to hold these up is no small feat. So I get it. And I do this all the time. So if you're new, do what works for you. You could press a kettlebell out if you have a small kettlebell. That would also work. All right, back to those chair squats. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Most chairs will be a little bit lower than this 20-inch box, so I'm not getting much of a squat in here. But if you're on a standard like dining room chair, it'll probably be anywhere from 16 or so inches to 18, so you should get more of a squat. Plus, I'm not very tall. I don't know if you've noticed that, but if you haven't, I'm not very tall, so I don't have to do much of a squat to get that done. Vertical chest presses. My little girl, who usually sleeps pretty late in the mornings, got up at the crack of dawn this morning. And I mean the crack of dawn. So I had to actually move her off the couch when she came to visit me downstairs so that I could record this, because I think she would be really embarrassed snoring or waking up drooling in one of my videos. All right, we have one more round of our chair squats and our vertical chest presses, so you can feel good about that. We're going to move on to some knee tucks, which are an ab move, and some tricep pressbacks, which are a painful tricep move, but they're really good for you. Good job. All right, one more vertical chest press, and you'll be done with this Tabata pair. I hope you're having fun so far. I'm having a blast. Here we go. But I also know that my kind of fun isn't everyone else's cup of tea, so really squeeze. Think about your chest as you press those weights forward, because as you engage your chest, you will recruit more muscle fibers or motor units, and they will want to come to your muscle building party, so you'll get more help doing the move that you're trying to complete. Okay, so we got through that one. High fives. Now we're going to do chair knee tucks. So if you have a chair in elevation, you can do this on your couch. You're just going to pull those knees in, okay? If you get into a bind, hold the plank. By elevating this plank, we're putting less pressure on our upper body. So if you're newer at push-up moves or plank moves, this will be a little easier for you, okay? We're going to pair that move with tricep pressbacks. So you're going to have a nice straight arm. You're going to be in a chair pose, kind of like you're sitting in a chair. You're going to press those weights behind your hips, okay? Using your tricep muscles or the muscles on the backs of your arm that everyone hates when they shake, okay? So this is going to help those muscles. We are going back to our Tabata timer, so 20 seconds apiece for each move. We're going to start with those chair knee tucks. Nice strong plank, okay? We don't want the hips up or sagging down. Keep them strong, okay? You're going to pull your knee in as you hold that plank. Good times, right? A lot of fun. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, press backs. So we never want to let those weights really get in front of our hips. And we want to be in a nice chair pose so our hips are kind of hinged back. And we're just pushing our arms straight behind us with our palms facing back. You should feel this in your triceps. If you don't, you need to increase your weights. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, back to our chair knee tucks. So, though this workout is not easy, it's simple in terms of the movements, okay? We repeat a lot of the same moves. We try to perfect them, although there's nothing perfect this side of heaven, of course. We just try to get better at the 2 moves we're focusing on by the end of these rounds. Plus, it helps us get enough reps in to really stress that muscle tissue and build some more with proper rest and nutrition, of course. All right, we're back to our press backs. Here we go, nice chair position. Push, press back. Palms facing behind you. This is a very awkward movement. So if you feel awkward, you're doing great. Almost there. 5, hang on, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, chair knee tucks. This is our 3rd round. We'll have 1 more round after this. You can take your knees in an oblique fashion up to opposite elbows. If you want to work the sides of your abs or your obliques. Very good. All right. We're on our last round of these. No, we're not. I spoke too soon. We have 1 more round after this. So press them back. Keep that chest nice and big. Even though we're hinging forward, we're not drooping our shoulders, okay? Keep a big chest. 5, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, it's burning. Those just are hard and humbling every time we do them. Here we go. Knee tucks. Feel good about where you are today. Use this as a benchmark workout to gauge your progress later, to see if you can lift heavier, if you can do a more advanced modification of another move. Celebrate your wins. A lot of times we just think about how we're doing compared to others, and how can you ever win that way? We all have a different set of skills and gifts and abilities. So just compare to you yesterday, nobody else, and you'll always win. You'll always get better. Last time we had to do press backs, by the way, that's good news. Good job. All right, you are finished with that Tabata pair. Go ahead and take a drink and a break if you need to. Our next two moves are going to be side steps and front raises, okay? So Sheila has a little bit of an issue with her neck, so I try not to do a lot of overhead pressing movements for her until we kind of get that worked out and get strengthened. So we are going to do, after those side steps, we're going to do some front raises, okay? So we're still getting our shoulders worked, but we're not pushing up over the head. So if you do like overhead press movements, you could do a shoulder press here, you could do an Arnold press, whatever works for you, okay? But we're going to do front raises for Sheila. All right, we have another 4 minutes to get through. Take as much recovery time as you need, within reason. Don't just stop the video and do it tomorrow. But you have 10 seconds, and we're going to do some side steps. Now, you could hold a dumbbell here, okay, and do your side steps, but this is all I'm doing, okay? I'm trying to stay nice and low into those quads. I'm trying to hinge forward so I feel it in my glutes. I read a really funny t-shirt the other day that said, nobody ever wrote any rap songs about small butts. So we want to plump those glutes. Here we go. All right, good job. We're going to do front raises, so I'm going to use 10 pounds for those. Now remember that your shoulders are very small muscles, so use nice light weights for you, okay? Front raises are just like this. Using the anterior delts or the front deltoid muscles, front parts of our shoulders, but we're also using our core a lot to slow those weights down as they come down. Okay, side steps again. Now if you'd like to, hold a dumbbell. You want to stay low. You still want to keep your chest up. But you're just going to go side to side. 10 to go. Three, 2, 1. Good job. All right, front raises again for your second round. Now you have another option here too. You can hold your weights hammer style, which just means your palms are facing each other. So you're like this instead of like this, okay? When we do traditional front raises, our palms are facing down, but you can absolutely hold those weights like a hammer and do the same movement. Work a little different part of the shoulder, okay? Here we go to our low side steps. You can do 2 at a time as well. You don't have to just do 1 depending on the space that you have, so you could take 2 low side steps if you wanted. Okay, you could shuffle, whatever you want to do. I don't have a lot of space today because I didn't move my weight tree. And as you know, space is at a premium here in my funny little farmhouse. So that should encourage you that no matter what equipment and what space you have, you can do a workout that challenges you. Okay, we're on to our third round here. I'll do these hammer style this time. Front raises. So don't just throw those weights up there. Tighten your core, control on the way up, control on the way down. That gives you more time under tension for that muscle group, which just means that that muscle is going to have stress on it longer, which means that it's going to make more of those little microscopic tears that happen when we lift weights that are a good thing, and that when we feed ourselves properly and rest properly and get enough water, they turn into more lean muscle tissue, which is actually an amazing thing because the more muscle tissue you have, the more your metabolism is raised even while you're at rest. So you burn more calories even when you're not trying. Okay? Excellent. Front raises again. I'm going to do traditional ones this time. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is your last Tabata pair. The only thing that you have separating you from your cool down is a 30-second bodyweight shoulder and ab group. It's 3 exercises. It's 30 seconds apiece, and it's 2 rounds, okay? So I'll get us set up for that. Go ahead and take a drink, clear out your space. We are going to be doing forward shoulder circles. You can use no weight at all here and still get a pretty good challenge for those arms. Then we're going to do a plank hold. Now you can either do that on your elevation, you can do it on the ground, on your forearms, on your knees, okay? I'll show you a couple different modifications for that, and then we're going to do those shoulder circles backwards, okay? I'm going to take a small couple of weights that are 2.5 pounds each for my shoulder circles, and I may even have to drop those because this is a really serious challenge for those shoulders, okay? So, let me get my timer set up. We're going to have 6 rounds of 30 seconds at a time, and it's already ready for me. Awesome. The only thing I have to change is our rest interval. All right. Off we go. You have 10 seconds, and we're going to do a plank. Nope, we're going to do those forward shoulder circles, okay? I'm going to grab my small weights, and it's just like it sounds. We're making a circle with our shoulders, okay? We're going forward. You'll notice in your plank hold that we have fatigued your shoulders pretty well before you get into it, that it might seem a little more difficult, which is totally okay. That's what's supposed to happen. Remember too that with these isometric holds or these exercises that don't require us to move the muscle or lengthen or shorten the muscle, that you are still fatiguing the muscle. So I don't think you always have to be moving to make strength gains, okay? So now we're going to go down into a plank, okay? I'm going to stay on my knees and my forearms. We're just going to hold here. If you're super strong, go ahead and push onto your toes, okay? If not, if you're just beginning, I want you to stay right here. Make sure that your shoulders and your elbows are stacked in a straight line. And just hold that plank. I would say think of your happy place, but actually the better idea would be to think of your abs. Now if your abs are your happy place, then everyone wins. But we always want to be present when we're doing these movements. We always want to think about the muscles that we're using so that we can communicate with our muscles more effectively and also get more people, more muscle people invited to the party. So we want to recruit those motor units to help us do what we do. Now we're going backwards with our shoulder circles. Okay? 10 to go. Starting to burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Let your arms rest here for just a second because we're going to do those shoulder circles forward again, okay? This is our second round and last round of these exercises, okay? So pick up your small weights or no weights at all. We're going to make those tiny circles forward. Keep breathing. A lot of times when we lift weights or something gets hard, we want to hold our breath, but that is not a good plan. Muscles need oxygen, so we need to give it to them, especially when they're working hard. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Woo-hoo. All right, plank hold again. Now, your other option is you can come to your chair and you can hold it like this, okay? We'll do that for this round if you want to, or just do that plank right on the ground like we did last time, okay? You do you. Holding that plank. Tight core, tight glutes. 15 seconds, you're halfway there. Then we have that last round of those rear shoulder circles. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right. Last round here of those shoulder circles, and then we get to cool down, okay? You guys have done awesome so far. Let's get through this last 30-second interval, and we'll be golden. We'll be rising and shining. So this workout is nice because it's short enough that it's doable, and it's pretty comprehensive, so you're getting a lot of muscles worked in your upper and lower body, so you can feel good about having done a full body workout in a pretty efficient amount of time, okay? You can make it grow with you by adding weights to any part of it. You can always do more advanced modifications for any of the moves. So use it as a benchmark and celebrate how you grow, okay? You are all done with this workout, guys. I want you to wipe off any nice glistening or shining sweat that is on you. I want you to take a drink and I'll meet you back here for your cool down. Awesome job. All right, guys, let's get your cool down underway so that we can let our muscles repair and grow. I am doing most of this cool down on a box, okay? So if you have a chair or something to sit down on, go right ahead. We're going to start by crossing the right arm over to the left side of the body. We're going to hook with our left arm and then we're going to look over that right shoulder. So here we're stretching our shoulders, okay? Stretching our upper back, and we're also stretching our necks. A lot of times when we do upper body lifting, our necks build up a lot of tension and get sore. Now I want you to pat yourself on the back with that same right arm. Then I want you to pull on that right elbow with your left hand. Excellent job. Same thing, other side. We're taking the left arm across, hooking with our right, and looking over our left shoulder. Good job. Pat yourself on the back with that left hand. Pull on the left elbow with the right hand. Good job. Now, we're going to take both hands out in front. We're going to interlace the fingers, push the palms out to the front. I want you to roll your shoulders forward so that we can get the upper back stretched really well. Now I want you to lift the chest, lift the arms. If this is too much for you, I want you to just do a cactus pose where you take your arms out wide, you bend them at the elbow, and you drive the elbows behind your back, okay? Really breathe here. Good job. We're thanking our amazing bodies for what they did today, so take your time. All right, now we're going to take our right ankle over our left knee, okay? We're going to lean forward as much as possible. We're stretching the deep muscles of the hip. Very good. Let's go to that other side. Lean forward. Good job. All right, now we're going to take both legs out in front, okay? And I want you to reach just as far as you can until you feel a stretch. You do not have to be anywhere near where I am. You might only get to here, right where your quads are, and that's okay. You might get to your knees, you might get all the way to your toes, but wherever you are, celebrate it and know that you don't have to stay there. Excellent. Slowly roll up, roll those shoulders a little bit. Excellent. All right, so if you don't have super flexible quadriceps muscles, then I want you to hold on to a wall, okay? And I want you to just rest the top of your foot on your chair elevation and drive your hips forward to stretch that quad. If you do have pretty flexible quads, I want you to grab on the front of your foot. I want you to drive your hips forward, relax that leg that you're stretching, and stretch your quads or your thighs just like that. Good job. Do the other side. Good job. Now I want you to do some inhales and exhales with me just to kind of get your body ready to recover, okay? So here we go. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Doesn't have to be a super low squat. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do one more. Inhale up. Exhale down. All right, stand back up. Shake it out. Be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back because you are all done for today, okay? I will see you back up at the camera for your send-off, and I am so proud of each and every one of you. I'll see you in just a second. All right, guys, great job crushing Sheila's Rise and Shine workout. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you're shining a little bit with some glistening sweat, and I hope your muscles feel nice and toasty. Now what I need you to do today, of course, as always, is drink a lot of water, get a healthy post-workout meal on your plate 30 to 90 minutes after this workout. If you are new to exercise and you have questions about nutrition, post-workout meals, recovery, anything that we can help you with, please email us at velvethammerfitness@gmail.com. Other than that, stretch some more if you need to. Make sure that you rest enough, especially if you're just getting into a program, okay? We want our health and fitness journey to be a lengthy one, not just a super intense one that causes us to end up in injury or just feeling defeated, okay? So rest enough, make sure that your muscles have time to repair and grow. Otherwise, why do anything, right? Okay? So rest well, be kind to somebody this week, especially somebody who's difficult. We just never have a shortage of those folks, and maybe by being kind to them, we can start to chip away at that number, okay? Other than that, just have an amazing week. Sheila, I hope you loved this workout. I love you. You are an absolute joy bubble and a gift to the world. So I hope that this will help you feel even stronger and happier and help you know how loved you are. So whether you felt like rising and shining with Sheila during this workout or whether you felt like collapsing and going back to bed, you finished, and that's what's important. And as always, it is your health today and every day, so you better hit it hard. Boom! Have an awesome day, guys, an awesome week, and I will see you very soon.